So we want to solve the equation 2x minus 1 upon x is equal to 7 and write our answers correct to two significant figures, right? So first let's write our equation down. We've got 2x minus 1 upon x is equal to 7, right? Now this doesn't in its own self look like a quadratic equation. So first we need to simplify this into one. Just do that. Over here we'll first start by taking the LCM at this step. So on doing that, I get 2x square minus 1, the entire thing divided by x is equal to 7, right? Now if I cross multiply, or rather take the 7 from the left hand side to the right hand side, my equation now becomes 2x square minus 1 is equal to 7x, right? So now as you see, we have an equation with just an x square term. So it's already becoming a quadratic equation. Let's write it in the standard form so that we can compare it and get the values of a, b, and c, right? So this becomes 2. So our equation in the standard form is 2x square minus 7x minus 1 is equal to 0. This is our equation in the standard form, and let's compare it. So comparing it with, right, so comparing with our standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, ax squared plus bx plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get our required values for a, b, and c, which is a, which is equal to, as you can see, is equal to 2, the coefficient of x squared. B, which is the coefficient of x, is equal to minus 7, and c, which is a constant term, is equal to minus 1, right? So we have our values of a, b, and c. So our way of finding the roots will be the formula, which is minus of b minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus b square minus 4ac. 4ac is, and the entire thing divided by, so we can minus 4ac divided by 2a, so 2a, right? So this is our formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Let's start by substituting our values. We have x is equal to minus b, which is we have minus, and b is minus 7, so minus of minus 7 plus or minus square root of b square, so that is minus 7 square minus 4 ac, so a is 2 and c is minus 1. C is minus 1. This entire value, this entire thing right now divided by 2 times of a, and a is 2. Okay, so we've got a formula, we've got the value substituted in. Let's solve it. So we have minus of minus 7, which is plus 7, plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac. Minus 7 square is 49. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 plus 1, 8 into minus 8, minus 8 into minus 1 is plus 8, right? So we've got this value here divided by 2 times of 2 into 2, which is 4, right? So we see now x is equal to 7 plus or minus square root of 57 divided by 4. Okay, so square root of 57. Now, what is the value of square root 57? That we'll need to find from our booklet, which has all the square root values from 1 to 100. And from that, I can see that the value of square root 57 is 7.550. 7.550. This entire value divided by 4. Okay, so now we will get our two roots of the quadratic equation. The first root is, therefore I can say, the first root will be equal to x is equal to 7 plus 7.550 divided by 4, and the second root will be x is equal to 7 minus 7.550 divided by 4, right? So if I am to solve the first part now, right, so therefore x is equal to 7 plus 7.55 is 14.550 upon 4, or I can say x is equal to 7 minus 7.550 is minus 0.550 upon 4, right? Now if I divide these numbers by 4, 14.550 upon 4 is equal to 3.25, 615 is 3, 30 is 7, 5. Yeah, so 3.6375, or I can say x is equal to minus 0.115 is 3, 30 is 7, 0.1375, right? So these are the two values of x, as x is equal to 3.6375 or x is equal to minus 0.1375. However, they've asked us to write our answers correct to two significant figures. If you've noticed here, they've asked us to write our answers correct to two significant figures, right? So just two figures, two numbers in our answers. That's what they've asked us to put it down as. So the first one, right? Two significant figures here would be 3 and 6. Those are the two significant figures. So x is equal to 3.6, or we have x is equal to 0.13. Now understand one thing. Whenever we're dealing with something like this with 0.1, 0 will not be considered as a significant figure here. So 1, 3 are the significant figures, but since this here is a 7, I'll have to round up this to 4. So I can say x is equal to 3.6 or x is equal to minus 0.14. Yeah, this will be my final answer. The values of x up to 2. So the final answer, the values of x up to 2 significant figures. These are the values of x to two significant figures, 3.6 or minus 0.14. Remember, this 0 is not considered as a significant figure.